Hey everyone, so everyone is talking about the Clawbot. Well, now it is really popular and everyone is saying that it's most powerful AI agent ever. Well, no, I won't say that because there are many alternatives out there and it depends on the task that you wanted to do. There are many tools that doing that thing. But this video is about the memUBot. Like, is this tool can actually replace the Clawbot and is this how useful it is? And in this video, I will tell you how to set up the memUBot, right? So basically, first of all, this is like your personal assistant that works 24/7. This is how it claim, right? And it can learn about you and then based work on that, right? So it is hyper personalized and always learning. This is what they claim. Now to install this, what you have to do, simply put your email over here, right? This will send you the download link on your email ID and the process is very simple. So if you are using the Mac, right, you can simply download the app on the Mac and install it, right? If you are using the Windows, same process. It will give you the executable file, run the installer, and that will install. Now the point comes after you done the install, like what you have to do. So let me show you. I already installed the memUBot, and it will look something like this. So basically, here you have multiple chat bots, multiple messages channels, right? Like Discord, Facebook, Slack, Telegram. Okay. So once you download this app, it will look something like this. So you have to first go to this setting icon and over here you have to put some of the API keys, which is most important. Otherwise, you can't run this software. Okay. So first of all, you need a LLM provider, which is really important, right? This is the base for Clawbot, memUBot, NanoBot, whatever you use, right? Basically, all these softwares are same. They are running on the different LLM providers. They're just doing the accessing your systems. They are doing nothing else apart from that. So only extra thing that added in this in that OpenClaw, NanoBot, memUBot is just they have the access of your system. That's it, right? And then they are using those access to do some extra work for you. But the basic functionality is same for all of them, right? They are using the LLM providers like the Claude, OpenAI, and the based on like what tool you use, right? Over here, they are giving you few options: Zenomax, Minimax, Claude. But if you are using like other tools like OpenAI or Clawbot or any other, you can simply click on custom provider and set up your other keys over here. Okay, that is simple. So let's say I'm using the Clawbot, so I set my Clawbot key over here, and you can choose a model that you wanted to use. Okay, you can give a model name here. Now, after that, it's also important that you set up the memory, right? Because so that it remembers like what it talked to you, what was the past history and all about you, so that it can provide you the better results. So for that, well, first of all, like how do you get the Claude key? Let's see that as well. So go on your browser and search for the Claude API. Okay. Then you will see this Claude developer platform. This is different from the Claude AI tool. Okay. So don't get confused in this. This Anthropic AI tool that you use, that is different. This Claude API developer platform is different. So you have to go over here and create your account first. And then you have to like purchase some API keys. Like you have to add some money in the uh, purchase some tokens, right? So add the money in the wallet and then it will give you some token amount that you can use to chat with this Clawbot memUBot, right? So once you've done that, now it's come to Memu memory service. So for that, click over here. Okay, once you click on that, it will take you to the app.memu.so API key thing. Over here, you will see something like that. First, again, create your account here. Okay, and then click on the create API key, give it a name, and if you wanted to set any expiration date, you can choose, right? If you wanted to keep it secure so no other person, like for example, if you're doing it for the testing purpose, set an expiry date over here so no other people can use it after you're done with the testing. Okay, if not, then you can simply like leave it blank, give it a name and create API key, and your API key will generate like this. So copy it from here and then you can paste it over here. Okay, what this will do, it will keep the memory saved. So whatever chat you will do, right, memUBot will keep learning from it and then it will keep saving the memory and then it will provide you the better result over time. All right. Now next thing is this Travelly search API. So if you, it will help you to do the searches on the browser, right? So for this, click on that and it will take you this Travelly tool. Create your account over there. Okay, so what it will do, basically it connect your AI agent with the web. Okay, simple thing. Now it have a free, if you go in the pricing, they have like multiple different pricing options. You can get some free credits as well. You can get the paid credit as well. right? So you can start with the free one and you can like purchase more credit as you go. Okay, simple, right? So simply create your account over here. I already have an account, and then it will ask you to create the API key. So go over here, click on the plus, create your API key over here, right? And then use that. Okay. And then you can have like if you exceed the limit, you can use more from here. Simple, right? So now go over here again, put that key. Now you are somewhere ready to use this, right? You done the basic setup. After that, what we have to do, we have to connect our platform that we wanted to use. So the difference with the OpenClaw and memUBot is OpenClaw can directly open their own dashboard and you can access it from there as well. But memUBot have no separate dashboard. If you want to use it, you have to either use it from the this Facebook, Slack, Discord, or Telegram. Only those four options they have right now. Very limited in comparison to what Clawbot offers you, what OpenClaw offers you. So if you wanted to chat, if you wanted to use this memUBot, you have to go through these only. Okay. And I recommend you to go with the Telegram, that is more safest. So go on the platform and choose a Telegram. Now, how do you create your Telegram? Like how do you connect with the Telegram? Okay, simple process. Open the Telegram account. Okay, and then search for the bot father. Okay, once you search for the bot father over here, like search click on slash new bot. All right, this will create a new bot. Okay, then you give it a name. It will ask you to give it a name. So give it some name. Then it will ask you to give a username. Okay, give it a username and then you will get a token over here. So click on that token, copy that and come over here and paste it, right? In that way, you will get your Telegram connected with that. Okay, very simple. Once you get connected with that, simply come over here. Okay, you can connect any other tool as you want. I prefer Telegram. Okay, then you come over here and make sure you turn this on from here. Okay, you can see it will look like this. So you have to turn it on like this. Once it turn on, then only it will work. Otherwise, it won't work. So make sure to turn it on. Now, once you do that, go back to the Telegram. Okay, and here you can chat with that tool, right? Simply you can say, hey there. Let's say I'm just saying you, right? And it will reply you back. Okay, so you can see I already have the chats with it here. Hey, so here's a deal. You block automated scrapping required straight my caps. Like it is replying to the previous data that we discussed. Okay. So you browse, I compile, I write a script. Well, now let's discuss like what I did and what my experience so far with the memUBot. So if you see, I was like working with it and checking like if we can do the Google search and check on the Google map. So basically, I asked him if he can do that. First, he did not say no, and it asked me like the location and the uh, what I wanted to do with that. So I basically asked it if it can search and find the potential leads online for me. Okay. And basically, if till here it's doing good, then I asked it like if it can search on the tier T city in US for the pediatrician, right? Now it told me like the problem is like it can't access the Google or like it can't access those Google Maps or the state medical board registries. I understand for this, but it can access the Google Map, right? It should be able to access it, but it can't. Okay, that is a problem. So this is one of the problem. It can't go on the Google and search itself and like find the things. It don't have those skills right now. Okay. Now I asked it like if it can just do a Google Map listing and find out the like check itself. It can't. So instead of that, it asked me to do it. Like then what's the benefit of this tool if it asks me to do that task? I asked it is okay. So do the what he suggested me. Do use Yell, right? Now, what again? I asked it to use gel and then it gives me the rate limit. Like if it go for that task, it will consume a lot of tokens. Okay. And just only perform like these many discussions with it, it cost me around $2 or something. So you can imagine like I did only like five, six chats, right? And it cost me $2. So if you chat a little more, it will cost you much more higher, right? So be very smart when you are going to use these kind of meme boards. If you have enough budget and that you wanted to test out, go ahead, right? But if you really think that it's going to be benefit you a lot and then you should do it, I mean, right now so far I don't see just so much benefit that you can't do with other tools, and it costs you literally a lot of money. Okay, so just for like these much searches, it's cost me like $2 or $3. So like the tokens it consumes is so much, right? And still it can't solve my problem. Actually, it is still asking me to do browse it myself, and then it will compile, right? So I would say Clawbot is little more better in comparison to this. Like, it would have more functionalities to do the actions for you. Well, I would say both Clawbot or memUBot will consume lot of tokens, right? You can go with the Minimax instead of Claude to save some money, but still memUBot Minimax also cost you money, right? And that also consume a lot of tokens. So if you go with Minimax, you have to compromise with the quality result, right? Now, one more thing that I wanted to show you here is how do you add the skills over here, right? So you can also decide one more thing, like how much tokens you wanted to use. So you can set the limit so you don't exceed the limit, right? And you can also choose a temperature here. Like if you how creative the answer you want. Like if you want a rigid answers, you can go with like lesser. If you want more creative answers, go with the highest temperature. Okay. And if you want any specific system instructions for this to act in a specific way, give it an instruction over here. Now the comes over the skills, how you can teach it more skills so it can perform better for you, right? And that is really important part over here. So you can download some skills from the GitHub and then you can simply install over here. That is one way, right? Because people uploading the multiple skills on GitHub, but it also have some defined skills that you can get from here as well. So whatever you want, simply you can search for here. Let's see if I search email and see if I have a skill. No. Okay, let's search for search. So it have like two different Notion research, Notion meeting intelligence. You can add that if you want to use it. Okay. Let's say OpenAI. So it have like Imagine, OpenAI Docs, Sora. So if you wanted to use these tools, if you wanted it to use these and do the access for you, if you wanted to create the images for you by itself, if you wanted to use the speech feature, docs feature, image and feature, you have to download these skills and then it can take the actions for you based on those tools. So right now, it don't have the skills to go on the Google and search for the Google map and like do that thing. That's why it's giving me that header. But if you teach those skills to it, add those skills here, it can perform those actions for you. Okay, if I search for the map, so it don't have the map directory thing to search for on Google, but it can do this for you. Let's see if it have Google now. So, well, it has these features. Again, I would say if you are going to use this for testing, for like trying for fun, just make sure this will consume a lot of tokens. Okay. And if you can do those tasks that you really want to do in reality, and if there is other tools that can do for you, let's say the Claude Code or a Claude Cobug, you just go with that tool, I would say. Right. So just be sure this looks cool, but it's actually pretty costly and not too beneficial so far, I would say. People are talking about this because it's like a trend, so everyone is trying to say so good, claiming so good. Well, in reality is different. So just be aware, right? Don't get mess up and lose your money because something isn't a trend, right? Well, I hope you like this video. I will see you in the next video. If you wanted to learn more about the AI and advanced stuff about the AI, how you can use it in your daily life to actually get the benefit out of it and not just the trendy things, right? And how you can use it to be more productive, to save your time, and to get the real benefit in your business, you can join my AI membership. The link is in the description. I will see you in the next video. Subscribe this channel so you can keep getting the new videos from me. Goodbye.